Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I don't usually go live on a Sunday, but I want to play with these candy boxes. I saw a video. I'm pulling it up now so I could tell you who did it. Creative Crafticality is her name. So this is not my idea. And I usually don't make a lot of Halloween makes, but this was just too cute. So this is creative, and I will link her later. Crafticality on YouTube. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 4 little candy box junk journals that are like trick or treat. And I just think it is such a cute, like when you see hers, you'll understand why I wanted to make them. Now, I don't have, of course, all the things that she has. I have what I have, and I'm going to use it. So, my kids were, especially Sparkle Heart, were quite all right with me getting some boxes of candy for this project. Now, I just went to my local Dollar General, and there were no, like, Halloween boxes out of candy, so they're just the regular, like, movie theater versions. I want to thank all of you who came over and hung out with me on Crafty Owl's channel yesterday. I saw so many friends there, and it was so fun. We had a great time. I finished my cards off camera. Let me grab those. I'll show you how they turned out. I thought they turned out really cute. I didn't really have much planned other than us when we cut the paper apart. I didn't really have the embellishments and stuff planned. So I was just winging it like I normally would. And I did these Why Fit In When You're Born to Stand Out with this cute, adorable cat. And then the other one was Go Forth and Be Fabulous with the poodle. So I went back in, colored them up with my Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils, and that's where we landed. So that was a whole lot of fun. Now, I'm going to see how quickly I can make these, and I'm going to say good morning to everyone in the chat. Good morning, Sala. Well, I guess it's good afternoon, Sala. And good morning, Deidre, and Susan, and Delilah, and Ave. Hi. Hi, Linda Gorman. Hi, Gloria. Good to see you. Hi, Sharon. And Flo. Flo, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Dee Dee and I were both saying, I hope Flo's doing good. Miss Andrea. I hope all of y'all are doing well. You watched the replay? Awesome. Yeah, yesterday was quite... I'm going to try not to go that that long today. That was almost a 3-hour live yesterday. But that was a whole lot of fun because, you know, I was just taking you along on what I was working on. Okay, so we have these just standard, regular, old candy boxes. Check. Now, I prepared a little in advance and grabbed some stuff. I have these Tsunami Rose printables that I used not last year, but the year before last. And it looks like I have only 3 left because I made a bunch of journals that year, but I had these 3 left. So I thought, well, I could probably definitely use up some of this ephemera And Tsunami Rose still, she has her shop back open and it's still available, still has all this stuff available. So that's the great thing about digitals. You know, a lot of them don't get discontinued. Okay, this is one I made last year, I think, and I had it printed already. So I'm definitely going to use some of these because they're just so cute. And I think they're the right size to decorate my boxes with. So this was me showing the difference of paper, like depending on what you print on will vary your results. So got those. I've also got just other random bits, like this one sheet with 3 tags from Antonio Makes. I have 2 sheets of this autumn butterfly, 1 sheet of these. I probably won't use these, but I was thinking these could go in the journal as pages. So I got that. Those are my printables. I grabbed a couple of paper pads. I only have 2 paper pads that are Halloween. This one and a 12 by 12. So I'm going to use this one since they're little candy boxes. This 6 by 6 paper will be perfect. And then I had this Not Too Shabby. This is not Halloween. It's more like summer because it has lightning bugs is the theme. Little cute little lightning bugs. But I thought with the purple, like see the stars and the moon, I don't know, I thought these could work, and I really haven't used this paper pad, so we're gonna use some of that too. I have a little golden book that I'm gonna use. I thought these little critters would be perfect for Halloween. It's not Halloween theme, but to me that just screams like trick or treat and you know, dressing up in costumes. So I grabbed this little golden book so I could put some pages in there as well. Alrighty, and I have a pad of paper. You usually can find these at the Dollar Tree, of this kind of like kids writing paper. Like I said, I came prepared this morning. I grabbed some other book pages in case I wanted to go the vintage route, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just use these, you know, another time, but I was just grabbing things. These would kind of be perfect for a fall journal. I think I'll save them for a fall because this boy's chasing a turkey around, and I love the turkey running away with the cowboy hat on his head. So I think I'll just save those for another time. I did like this one. Of course, I only have one, but it's like cosmetics. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of just like potion bottles and things like that. So that might go in one. Again, just reminds me of costume. So, of course, historical costume in that instance. And then I've got this paper, which is big 12 by 12 paper that I tea dye. Okay. And I liked the ads, even though they're not Halloween necessarily. I just think the old vintage ads are pretty fun in this case, and it's got like gaming and race cars and toy boats, so I thought this was kind of perfect. So I grabbed all 3 sheets that I had of that, and I grabbed these adorable like bingo cards that have like family and smile and dream and silly and sassy. So I grabbed all that I had of those, which was 2, and then I have 1 or 2 random ledger. So that is all the pages I have. First things first, we will get to building our journals. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back these. The first thing I'm going to do is trim off the edges, and then I'm going to back these with paper to make them a little sturdier. So let's do that first. We'll work on the covers, and I'll see what y'all are talking about. Oh, I'm glad you're well. Yes, I hope everyone in the chat is as well. It's good to see you. It's good to see you all. I was like a little nervous going live on a Sunday morning, but I figured, well, if they miss it, they might catch it later. So let's get into this. All right, I'm going to preemptively trim off. I'm going to trim off with my new trimmer. Come here, Spellbinders trimmer. Okie dokie. That way I can actually get some straight edges. I mean, it's Halloween. I don't know if straight edges are even needed. I think Desiree's going to be live today. I don't know what time. I hope I'm around for it. I have a few hours of work left to do. We're going to try to go see the new Transformers movie. My son really wants to see that. So I think we might try to go see the new Transformers movie. Go to church. There's a lot on the agenda. I really want to see my mom. I miss her if I don't see her often. We'll see. Okay, so now the Good and Plenty box is prepared. It looks like for the front of my box, that's going to be on the back. And it's going to be a little bit sideways, but I really don't care. By the way, I ate a little bit of this Good and Plenty yesterday. It's good. It is good. And there is plenty of it, like way too much. It's going to last me all the way to Halloween, I'm sure. And maybe then some. All right, so I'm just cleaning up the edges. Sometimes I take edges like this and actually fold and glue it over so that it reinforces and makes these little boxes more sturdy. But I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm going to back some paper on it and everything will be just fine. Is that the 6 o'clock bell? Wow. Sure is. I've been up since 5. I think so too, Sala. I think they'll just be perfect, you know? Those old vintage ad pages. They just, to me, just kind of screamed Halloween. Now, I also grabbed some stamp sets. I don't know how much we'll get done in this video today, but we'll just see. Okie dokie. I definitely want to reinforce it because like this is perforated so that you can tear into your hot tamales, but I need to reinforce that. So no problem. You won't be able to tear into those hot tamales. I just, these popped up in a thumbnail. To me, thumbnails, I like to see the project in a thumbnail that someone's making and working on, because I don't really care what the description or the title says or the thumbnail says. I just like to see what are they working on? What are they making? That's what I want to see. And so her thumbnail cleverly had her boxes imaged and her journals, her candy trick-or-treat journals, and I'd never heard of her. Glad that YouTube suggested her because she's delightful and I loved the project, and I subscribed and hit that bell so I can see more of the things she makes. All right, so those are prepped. Now each one, of course, is a different size because why not? So we'll have to just back these. I'm going to see if I can find real quick my 12 by 12 paper pad that's Halloween. If not, I'll just grab like a solid colored I'll grab a paper pad that'll work. I usually have an idea where my paper pads are, but I don't have any idea where this one is. So I have to thumb through them real quick like. I've already made it through one side. All right, I've made it through two sides. Haven't found it yet. It's not going to be in a place that I normally go to because it's not something I would use very often. It's going to be off the beaten path of my paper pads. Okay, I didn't really find it, but I'm wondering if this will work. It's kind of quirky, it's kind of different, but so is this project. I think this might work because it's just kind of fun. Yeah, like this kind of reminds me of candy. So I think I'll use that for one of them. The colors are a little off compared to these boxes. Diamonds, so this green might work. This is not really, oh, this is kind of confetti candy-ish. These are going to be fun and quirky, and it is a junk journal, so, you know. Ooh, this is fun. Okay. Let's see if I can tear it out. This is a paper pad I wouldn't grab for very often either. So it's good to use it up. All right. I might not even need that much paper. Oh, look, you guys. I added a charm to this after my live yesterday, and it's dry now. But I added this broken piece of jewelry. I like how it finished this piece up. Okay, just want to show you that. It was off to the side because it was drying. Alrighty then, let's do some measuring. Let's pick out ooh, I kind of like this one for the hot tamales. I think any of them would have worked. I can measure, or I can just get this out of the way. I can just lay it here and measure with a pencil too, and not actually have to use any brain cells, which sounds appealing on a Sunday morning. All right. So there's my hot tamale. Okay. Probably be able to use that for another box too. I probably can get 2 boxes per 12 by 12 sheet if I want to. If I don't, I mean, this could even go inside the journal as a page. But yeah, we will adhere this to this. All right, Mike and Ike. We can definitely get 2 per journal. 2 journals per 12 by 12 sheet. Wrong blade. That's just going to happen with me and this trimmer. Alrighty. That's that one. Good and plenty. How about this one? This will be fun for Sour Patch and Good and Plenty. Let's do this. I'll catch up with you guys. Thumbnails are so very helpful. Hey, Tracy. I'm making trick or treat candy box junk journals this morning. Not my idea. It is the idea of creative crafticality on YouTube. Tracy, I loved your Halloween cat card. For Craft Roulette this week. I did not watch. I don't know what the parameters are, but I'm sure you knocked it out of the park, and I loved what you came up with. Okay. Trying to keep scraps on one side. Wonder if this is going to work. No, that's too short. I mean, we could make it work. We could put another strip. We will. Let's just do a make it work moment. Okay. And I had this other strip of this left over. So we'll just put that along the top. It'll be fine. It's a junk journal. Okay. Cool. Put this away for now. Alrighty, let's do this. I am gonna glue these, or use double-sided tape and glue and get these down. Then our covers will be in good shape. Oh, it wasn't for Craft Roulette? Oh, I thought it was for Craft Roulette. The cat with the mixed media orange background, I think you painted those pages. Well, regardless, I love it. And for this project, I grabbed my Halloween stamps. I have the cats. Those snarky cats, I love them. I will not be able to sew this piece because I'm putting this tape to the edge, and you never want to try to sew through double-sided tape. Don't do it. Trust me. It's not worth it. It won't work. It'll tear up your machine and your needle. So, word to the wise. I'm about to sneeze. Allergies are bad right now. I'm going to try not to, but just warning you. One could pop up in this live today. Pollen's really high in our area. You painted them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw it on Instagram. I was over there quite a bit yesterday. Having fun. Having a little Instagram fun. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, just for fun is an awesome reason. I agree, Andrea. I know it. My migraines usually are triggered from allergies, but I preemptively took medicine last night before bed, and I'm hoping. All right, let me get some stuff out of the way. Oh, I just thought about Sabrina at Scrappy Tells, some of her Halloween stuff I got last year. I'm putting glue over my tape. I didn't do that yesterday. What project were we working on? Oh yeah, that money binder, the accordion folder. And I regretted it because there's no wiggle room, especially with this tape. This is a very strong tape, which is why I use it. Because here in Texas, if you do not use basically cement to put your cards together, they will not stay together. Okay, and now this little piece. This is the fixer and fixer-upper. All right. I'll just use glue for the rest. That's why I use wet glue. It's basically, this one is basically like cement, and it holds my projects together. That's why I don't use tape runner. I used to use tape runner when it first started because everybody on YouTube used tape runner. Everyone used an ATG gun, so I thought I needed to. Then I'd go back to my cards I had made and they were all falling apart. So I learned that doesn't work here. I need cement. A cement grade adhesive. Okay, cool. We are set. That one's, I'm going to set that over to dry. We're just going to keep doing the same thing. Oh, Sudafed, that's what you use? I wonder if that's what I use. I use a generic one that I get at our store. Plus, if I can already feel the headache coming on, I'll use 1 ibuprofen and 1 Tylenol. I take a cocktail, and it works for me. If I don't take that cocktail, if I only take certain elements of that cocktail, it doesn't work. I have to be fully committed. This one, I'm just going to put these 3 pieces, and then I'll glue. The last time I saw a doctor, I can't remember. That's not what I was there for. Oh, I now remember. I had a weird pain in a weird place. And while I was there, I was like, my hubby was like, hey, while we're here, why don't you ask him about that cocktail you've been taking? So I asked him. He was an older doctor, and he's like, well, sounds good to me. I was like, all right. Okie dokie. Another one down. Two more to go, y'all. 2 more to go. Yeah, salad. They work in their functionality, but they don't sustain I guess there's just too much humidity where I live. And they do not hold over time. I think I showed one time, I don't remember when, in a live, I think I showed a card that I had made previously with a tape runner with ATG. And it's not like I'm using some like, oh, you're not using the branded tape. No, I was using the Scotch tape. But I think I showed it one time in a live. It was just like the card's literally just falling apart in my hands. It's pretty humid here. That's what I think it is. It's not that anything's wrong with them. It's just my climate is the problem. My climate is the problem. They are quick and they're not messy. And I know a lot of crafters don't like to get messy. You know, they don't like to use wet glue because wet glue does get messy. Gotta do what works. Yeah. Yeah, we're all in different areas. So it's good they make a bunch of different kinds of products. Okay. I did a little more tape on this one because it had a couple of rough spots from where I tore into it. Alrighty. One more after this. Alright. Last one. Because why do one when you can do 4? Okay. There's a little rough spot down here. I'll go ahead and take care of that. By the way, I also got a box of Raisinets. Anybody here Raisinette fans? I think they've started using less chocolates. At least the box I got. I can't say categorically that that's true because I didn't get a large enough sample. But my box, they didn't have as much chocolate as they used to. I was telling my husband, I don't know if this is a cost-cutting measure on Nestle's part, but I wouldn't change my formula. I would just put less in the box or make it cost more, but I wouldn't change the formula of a tried and true recipe. I might have just gotten a bad batch. I'm not using like Raisinets. I got Raisinets because I was in the candy aisle, and that's the theater candy I like. But you know, whatever candy you pick, you definitely don't want to pick something that has like chocolate. You know, that box will have like melted chocolate in places and stuff. These I wasn't worried about. Some of these have the candy bagged for one, like the Sour Patch Kids, because of all that citric acid coating, whatever coating they put on Sour Patch Kids. But yeah, that would be something to consider when you're picking your candies, is you probably don't want to pick one with chocolate because it could be inside and on the box. Okay, so I'm just going to use the score lines that were originally here. Go ahead and just kind of score it that way. And it's bubbling on me. Loving that. I'm going to get my score tool and really burnish it in. That'll help. There we go. Problem solved. Let's do that with these before we even fold them. All right, we are at the point once I get these folded, where we're going to pick our pages and put our pages in. That'll be next. And we're already going to have 4 journals made. All right. These are so cute. I could see Sparkle Heart liking these for her friends, just because they look like, you know, just because they're made out of a candy box. I came out of my live with Alicia and Yvette yesterday, and I was talking to Sparkle Heart, and her mouth was all red, and I was like, I guess you've been eating candy while I was on YouTube? And she's like, yeah, well, you bought it. True, true. I'm not wasting it. Okay, alrighty. Now, the fun part is that I think these two are the same size. I can cut my pages the same for these two. But I have 3 different sizes going on here. So I'm not going to be able to just do like a mass cut. I'm going to kind of have to cut according to the journal. So that might take a little bit longer, but we'll make it. Okay, so I'm reaching behind me here and grabbing my basic papers. I want advertising paper. I want some of this elementary writing paper and the Christmas paper, or Christmas, wow, Halloween paper, and this book. Please don't come after me in the comment section about cutting up this book. I tell you what, guys, someone left me a comment the other day that was like, shame on you for using those old hymnal book pages, and someone could have learned the old songs of the church or something. And I wrote back to them and said, that book was water damaged, it had insect damage, and it was headed for the landfill. So don't be so quick to judge. I'm not having it, y'all. I don't let people yell at me in the comments. I come back, I fight for myself. So don't shame me, lady you don't even know, or man, whoever you are. Don't come after me, y'all. I'm not just going to delete and move on and pretend like you weren't rude to me. I'm going to say something. I might even make a video. I might even say something in a video. Don't come after me. I mean, I know not everyone means it that way, but don't be shaming me for using something. If you don't like it, don't do it. I didn't take it well. I think we can all tell. Watch what you say, even if it's just typing in a YouTube comment. You never know. There's just no need for that. You know, that video is so polarizing. People are either really upset. It's so funny. People are either like, printables aren't for junk journals, and it's not junk because you're printing it. Okay, so that there's those people. And then there's the people that get mad at you for using original stuff, like me using this book right now is going to make somebody mad. You can't make everybody happy. And the junk journaling community is definitely divided on this subject. Some of them, they don't want anything that's printed. Others don't want anything that's original. I do a little bit of both. Oh my goodness. Feisty. Well, yeah. That's why my mom named me Little Bitty when I was little bitty. Because I can be. I mean, I don't want to be. I I tame myself. I have become very PC and tame over the years. And I don't want to be like that, but just don't come shaming me. Sorry you don't like it. Don't throw your shame on me. I don't like that. It's not well accepted in these parts. Okay, I'm going to take out a couple of these. I'm going to take out 8, 2 for each journal. 4, 6, 7, 8. And I talk to my YouTube friends. I have so many of them, and they say, oh, I just delete those comments. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I leave them up and I clap back. I know, Paula, and to be honest, and I agree, T, no rules. To be honest, my mom volunteers at a thrift store that literally feeds the hungry. So half the building is a food bank and half the building is a thrift store. And I go there and frequent and shop for things for my junk journals. 1, because it's really great price, but 2, I know that every dollar I spend in that store, because it's only run by volunteers, they have only 1 paid employee and everything else is 100% volunteer. So I know that 100% of what I spend in that store takes care of that 1 employee and the whole community for 1. So yeah, I don't mind buying something at that thrift store and putting it in my junk journal. See, if people they just don't know, they just don't get it. And then that thrift store, what they do is every day they put stuff out on the curb for free. So they always have a free table as well. And sometimes my mom will be like, oh, they have a bunch of books on the free thing and they're gonna get rid of them because they've been there too long. Do you want me to bring you those books? Yes, sure, bring me those books. So, you know, but I shouldn't have to explain that to keep people happy. But that is how it works around here. And sometimes the thrift store will be like, oh, we can't sell these. Does your daughter want them for her junk journals? You know, so yeah, I guess you could say, I guess that's just one thing that kind of gets to me. And I have to, what it does is it makes me even watch my own self when I comment, because you just don't know the full story. But if I don't like something, I just move on. I find another video. I don't need to say anything. I just move on. Okay, we've got lots of pages. I'll get off of my, don't come at me in the comments soapbox. I even had, but I will say this, I even had somebody, when I first started my channel, I had like literally like 100 subscribers, and I had someone who loved to come and give me a thumbs down as soon as I post a video. And I eventually made a video for that person. It was like 2 cards for my thumbs down friend. Like, accountability is something that we're missing in our society a lot of times. So I'm willing to give some accountability. I gotta catch up with y'all. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Oh, cool. Manly Made Minutes here. How you doing? I'm sorry, I can't remember your first name. But he's just getting started here on YouTube, you guys. He's over on Instagram too. That's where I found him. he made some stuff with Desiree's stamps a while back, and so the algorithm like it's like, hey, you know this guy? And I was like, no, I don't, but now I do. Anyways, I don't know what size I'm working with here. Ugh, this is the only thing I don't like about the trimmer. The only thing. These numbers need to be up here, okay? Not down here. It's so frustrating. Okay, 5.5. Is the size of my cover. So I'm going to make my pages 5.25. Is it Sean? I mean, it's probably down in the comments already, but human beings are ridiculous sometimes. Yeah. Right? Yeah, he's saying opposite of that. I would love to get something with a hymn on it and think that it was so thoughtful. Yeah, they were prayer journals. I mean, it was very appropriate. And exactly. Hi, Valerie. Giving items a second life, an artistic life. Nothing wrong with that. Think about it as a resurrection of the item. Exactly. Exactly. It's okay. You know, maybe they were having a bad day. They were probably having a worse day after I snapped back at them, which is really bad, but it's just like you don't go into someone's house, right, and insult them. Don't do it on their channel either. I mean, most of them are too nice to say anything, but I'm not. And I'm a pretty nice person most of the time. Oh, geez. Feisty. Even jellyfish somehow survive without a brain. Oh, T. Okay. I don't need all these to be 5.25. I have plenty that are at 5.25. Let's think about our taller journals now, which are definitely more like 6 inches. So this one too? Yeah. So let's cut these closer to that mark. Alrighty. These little trick-or-treat boxes are going to be so cute. With a mixture of supplies used. Okay, how wide are they? Well, it doesn't really matter because I've got this much paper to work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them at 6 inches. And y'all know I like my pages at different widths anyway, so that I can have peekaboos. So that's fine. I'll take this and cut this at 6 as well. I like peekaboo pages in my journal. Well, yes, Susan, I think we all heard that from our mommies. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Yep. I think our moms were on to something. Go a little bit less here. And then this one, I'll cut even less than that, because this will go in the shorter journals. And don't worry about these scraps. Y'all know we can use these for all kinds of fun things. Basically, everything will get used, or it'll go in the scrap bin and get used later. Okay, so these are for my shorter journals. Oh my gosh, these journals are going to be jam-packed. I probably won't even have room for all this paper. We'll stop cutting after this one. Okay, especially because the other paper I picked, the Halloween paper, is so thick. These pages are so thick. All right. I'm going to use the Halloween first. And I'll cut some of these. I'll just cut the branding strip and leave it at 6 inches for the taller journals. Little candy corns, perfect for a trick-or-treat journal. Okay, and then these I'll do shorter. Moving right along, next thing we're going to do is sew these in. Then I will end up cutting some. What we'll do is just make sure that I get the covers done. We'll get these sewn in. I'll make sure that the covers are done before we go. Okay, separating my papers. Are you the same size? Yes. Are you my mommy? Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, I really want to use these, but maybe I'll use this for ephemera. I think I'll just use this for ephemera because I think it's too thick for the pages and we already have bukus of pages. I haven't even used the cute critter pages yet or the elementary school paper yet. It looks like I might have to make more journals. I might have to go buy more candy. Okay. So I don't care about how wide these are, although they're perfectly fine. I'm just going to trim off. Oh, they're just so cute. I think I'm going to keep that page out. I loved the Little Monsters stories, reading them to my kids. There were so many good ones. Okay, I need a few pages at 6 inches. Okay, fine, I'll put this one back in. So we need, how many did I, is this doubled? This is doubled. Okay, I was like, I thought I grabbed 8. All right, so we need 4 at 6 inches. Sorry about your heads. There we go. The width doesn't matter. And then we need some, I like 5 1/4. Can't worry about the cuteness that you cut off. Besides, they're mostly, that I could save and make some ephemera out of that. And that too. These just go in the trash. Or do whatever you want with them. I'm putting all this in the trash. All right. I've got enough scraps to start like a college bonfire. Okay. All right. We're good. Oh, except for these. I need to trim them down. Cool. We're set. We've got so much paper. We're not even going to be able to use it all. All right. So I've got them separated. Little journals, bigger journals, because I have 2 littles, Hot Tamales and Good and Plenty, and then I have Mike and Ike. Oh wait, Good and Plenty's over here, Sour Patch. Yeah. All right. Let's get this party started. going to separate these. There we go. Laugh, smile, have fun. We're junk journaling after all. Okay. It's supposed to be fun. I think each one can get 4 of this. Yep, so that should be 4 in that one. They each get 2 of these. Okay, I'll see if these pages are needed, but I don't know. Let's fold these up first. Yeah, we might be able to add more than that. Let's fold one up and see what we can handle in these little journals. We can only handle so much, but it's also totally fine if they alligator on us. All right. You can fold more than one sheet at a time, but I do find if you fold too many at one time, they just don't fit the same as if you fold them more individually. These are thinner papers, so it doesn't matter as much, but I just can't take this whole stack and fold the whole stack at once because they won't fit as well. These are going to be so cute even before we get all the cute ephemera in there. Okay. Now we have to decide the front cover. I'm going to make candy, obviously. And then just start kind of putting these together. Ooh, I need a good center page. I think I'll make this a center page. So I'm going to fold it the other way. That'll be my center. Okay. Sorry, just figuring out what goes next. And I'm going to grab another one of these. We have to leave it so we have room to decorate as well. Oh, they're too long. I forgot this journal is super narrow. That's okay. Just kind of eyeballing how much I want to take off. Now, some of them, I could have folded them not in half and then folded some over like this, but I'm not going to do that to everything, but I'll do that to that front page. I'm going to trim these off real quick, like. Just grab a couple of pages at once. This just so happens to be a really narrow little journal. Let's see. Yep, that's more like it. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking a few pages out of the center each time. Okay. And then putting it back together. Taking it apart over here, taking a few pages. I'll just take all those. Last bit. This is the most narrow one. I think all the others are wider, so that's good. All right, this should fit. Gotta take a little off this edge. Or a lot. All right, that did it. I think it can hold more paper. Well, I mean, I know we still have to decorate it though. That's the thing. I'll leave it alone for now. All right, Sour Patch, let's do this. I can test one page. Sorry guys, I've lost y'all in the chat. I'm gonna catch up. Yeah, these are gonna be plenty narrow enough. Oh, isn't he cute? I just think he's so cute. I love the little critters. Okay. This one can definitely handle more paper, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw a couple more in. Make sure they're the correct orientation. Hey Vicky, how's it going? Wow, I really didn't fold that right. It's okay. I was trying to look up the comments. Oh yeah, I'm really far behind. Having your coffee. That's awesome. I have a stalker thumbs downer on my lives. Oh man. Lame. That's lame. I think it's personal at that point. Right, Dee? It feels a little personal. I mean, not everyone's gonna like everything you make, and that's fair. I know that. I'm cool with that. But it's like the intentionality of always coming back and being negative. That's what really gets me, right? It's not that someone might not like something. It's the intentionality of being negative and rude. That's what gets me. Okay. Let's do this again. All right, let's pick a cover. I like these little ghosts. I think they're super cute. And start slamming some paper in here. This is the one I misfolded. It's fine. Oh, don't cry, sissy. You'll get your Halloween candy. Let's put this one in here. Then this one. And this one. They're like talking about their costumes. All right, another one done. Just like that. I don't know why I decided to make 4. I just did. Okay. Because 4 is better than 1. I am going to go ahead, I think, and add the rest of this paper that I had cut down into these journals. It's only 3 pages. I think they can handle it. I don't want to be stuck trying to figure out what to do with it later either. Okay. It's true, Sal. That's true. Okay. No, I'm not going to add it because there's too much of the same. It's fine. Okay, clip. There's a saying I saw once, the person needing a smile the most is the one who has none left to give. Oh, I love that. It's true. Yeah, I don't want confrontation. I just won't back down from standing up for myself. Either, like in this, it depends on, you know, where I am, the time, the day, obviously. But on a platform like this, I don't mind standing up for myself because I think it's fair. I don't know. It just depends. Just depends. But I agree. I'd rather make them happy than mad. I don't want to stir the hornet's nest, as they would say. Y'all are probably like, oh my gosh, she's that far behind. Yeah, I'm that far behind. So let me catch up. Messy Palette. Hi. How's it going? Hey, Emily. Emily, a little bit of business talk real quick. I combined your shipping on your 2 orders yesterday and refunded your shipping. If y'all place more than 1 order on the same day and I haven't gone to the post office, I will do that. So I saw Emily had placed 2 separate orders kind of back to back. And so I refunded one of the shipping, and I'm just going to put them both in one package. Now I did check to make sure she was shipping it to the same address, which she was. So if you're shipping it to a different, I will check to see if you're maybe shipping it to a different address, like to a friend. So I did double check that, but I just want to let you know. You probably saw that come through already. No use in you having to pay shipping twice if I haven't boxed it up and already sent it out. Thanks for your orders. Truly appreciate it. All righty, more folding. These are going to be so cute. I grabbed trim to go on them too, you know, like lace, and I grabbed my scrap fabric. I'll have to come back and do a flip through of them when I'm done with them, because I'm obviously not going to be able to finish them all in this live. But we will get them sewn together. And like I said, I will work maybe on one of the covers. And then I'll come back and do a flip through of them later. These are just kind of fun. Might be a fun little gift to give, or you could do, you know, some people journal in October. What do they call it? October daily, kind of like a Christmas daily, which I just refer to as Advent. An Advent journal. Yes, it is nice to hear something kind on a bad day. It is. Okay, we've got 2 journals, so I'm just going to kind of separate these out. Oh wait, I want one of these kind of Halloween-y icons over here. Just moving quick. Perfect. All right, let's throw these last 2 together real quick. Like, let's put the cats on the front. Cats are too cute to not be on the front of the journal. She's like, uh-oh. You did what when you were trick-or-treating? Yeah. You spray painted the school with a bad word on it? True story. Someone in my house did that, trick-or-treating with friends, and ended up at the school. It was misspelled too, the bad word, which is the only funny part about it. And that's probably what my mom's face looked like. when she got the news. Slightly longer than I want them, so I'll have to give them a quick trim. Might do it with a razor blade this time, since it's just a little bit. If it's a lot, I do it like I did the one before in my paper trimmer, just take it all apart and do it that way. If it's just a little bit, I'm gonna grab my cutting mat, some clips. These are the wrong clips to be using for this. Let's just grab these regular paper clips, hold everything together, grab my metal ruler, we'll fix it right up. Oh, I know. I love that about you, Messy Palette. I'm the same way. My daughter learned it at a young age for me. Like, I always try to look for people to compliment. I like your shirt. I like your dress. I like your earrings. Something nice to say, especially if it looks like they're having a bad day. I try to find something nice to say. Even if it's just like, hey, how's it going? Even though I don't know them. Okay, cool. And you know what? At first, I think my kids were like, well, our mom even talks to strangers. But then it didn't take long before my daughter is like, Mom, I like that you always compliment people and are nice to just complete strangers and make them smile. And I'm like, yeah, it's a good practice. It is a good thing to practice. It doesn't cost anything to be a little nicer to people. Because you just never know when that one act of kindness could quite literally save a life. I just want to make sure the last one I put in there was an ad. Well, we're just going to have a lot of ads. Here, let's take a couple of ads out. Add in some bingo pages. Okay, we're good now. Let's put this one here and this one here. And it's not like I don't really think that they have a nice shirt or a cute dress or whatever. It's just, you know, oh, those are the long ones. I can fix that. Just looking for ways we can be a little kinder to others is always a good thing. You can tell when someone, you know, when you're in a public place and you can tell when someone's not having a very good day. It's pretty obvious usually. Okay, so just a couple of pages that didn't get used. And as I had a feeling these would stick out and be a little long for this, but no problem. Just clip it down. There we go. Trim it off. I know I could cut on my glass mat, but I don't want to. For one thing, it feels like I don't like the way it feels to cut on glass. A little rough. She's a little rough around the edges. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Let's do this. Now, these are just little journals. I might just do a 2-hole stitch. I might just keep it simple with a 2-hole stitch. Perfect. Okay, so let's do a quick flip through. It's always good practice to make sure you don't have things upside down. It could happen. It's all good. Yay for that. Okay. Just grabbing my spice jar of paper clips. I really do like to clip all 4 sides. Okie doke. Same thing. Quick flip through. Everything is looking good, looking good. Okay, tuck everything into the center really well. You guys, our favorite taco truck almost closed its doors, but the community rallied and they're staying open. So happy. Big news. Okay, this one could use more pages. It's the biggest one. I'm gonna find a way to fit some more pages in here. Like, let's put bingo page right here, and I have them, so let's just use them. I didn't want too much of the same, but it'll be fine. Is this? Yeah. That one's a little short. That'll be fine too. Let me just move it down. Okay. And then one more advertisement. Cool. Let's make sure we're all good here. And when you're doing this, make sure you're lining up your pages. Like if mine's a little short here, so, and this is a little short, so, you know, you just kind of line them up, make sure they're where you want them before you start sewing them in. Because at that point, it's a little late to make any changes. Looking good. Everything's fine. Good. I'm good with that. Oh, I know. Isn't that funny? Well, that's what I told my thumbs down friend. Like, thanks for helping my channel grow. You're always here first thing to give me a thumbs down, and it's really good for my channel. So thank you. And you've got a place to be here. I don't mind you being here. But you should chase happiness. You should go where you're happy. So don't stick around if you're not happy. They gave me a thumbs down on that video, and I never got one afterwards. Oh gosh. The biddy of Biddy Penny. Okay. I don't just stand up for myself. I stand up for my friends and strangers and family too. You know, I went through a part of my life where I realized I was too scared to stand up for myself or others. And when I realized that that was happening, I kind of just vowed not to be like that. To not be afraid to stand up for myself or others. It's a good thing. if you can, I try to do it as peacefully as possible. Okay, we have 4 adorable candy journals. Let's sew them together, and I'm going to read y'all's comments. So I need my awl, and I need a needle. That one will be just fine. Hello, there we go. We're going to do a 2-hole stitch. I've got fun colors. Let's pick out some fun colors. Let's do red for Red Hot. Let's do purple for Good and Plenty. We can do green for Mike and Ike. And I might go ahead, I'll do blue, why not, for Sour Patch. This one we get to open and use for the first time. See, he's blue. All right, since I'm doing a 2-hole, I don't need 3 links. 2 links is more than enough. So if you do a 2-hole, you get to use less thread. Okay. Now I don't do real close measurements because I'd rather have more than I need than not enough. That's always frustrating when you have not enough, because then you end up using a whole lot more. Okay. Last one, Good and Plenty. Alrighty then. Put my, this is waxed thread, waxed linen thread, in case you're wondering. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to clip this to the cover. I can already tell this really could have 2 signatures. I'm just going to do 1, but I'm very tempted to do 2. I can't really clip it to the cover because the spine situation. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. Okay, and I'm just lining it up so that, you know, it's within the journal. Good idea. And then I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want. It's going to be a little hard to go through that spine because it has the double-sided tape. This is kind of a dangerous operation. Yeah, it really should be clipped in. I'll clip it with the big clip. I don't want it being too wonky. That won't work. It needs multiple signatures. Really, it's so funny because it's a little candy box, but it's so wide. The spine on it. This is where measuring, this is probably a good journal to like measure and have templates. I'm not going to do that, but it would probably be good. You got to keep these lined up. This is tricky. I'm not going to lie. This is really tricky. This is definitely a journal that you want to build a template for. I think I did it, but it wasn't easy. You want to build a template or do 2 signatures. but we're gonna make it work. Wherever you start sewing is where you'll end. So yeah, see, I got sideways over here. Good thing it's just a cute, quick little trick or treat. I wouldn't do this for a project that, I mean, it's just a cute little quick project for us here today, but I would take a much different approach if it wasn't that. This is definitely not heirloom. It's not an heirloom journal. That did not go well. Paula, give them a try. She just got some Halloween paper, but just, you might, I would put 2 signatures in, and you need to clip your signature to your cover. And the 2-hole is tricky because at this point right here, I mean, 3-hole would really be better, but I cannot even imagine trying to line up 3 holes without this clip to the cover. So you just, because you really don't want this to shift and move, which it's not, but you can't have any gaps here or here. What's fun about this is that you can slip paper here because it doesn't have that 3rd hole right there. You can, it kind of can be a flow journal too, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to take it and tie a bow right there, big long bow. And we have a little bitty journal. This would be good for like to-do lists and stuff, or just little quick memories. And we're definitely going to have to add more, but see, this could actually hold 2 signatures. Even though they're tiny, they could be mighty. Let's see how these go. Let me show y'all how to make a template for this. Let's just do templates, and that way you know how, because I think that's the only way to really do this successfully. It doesn't take that long. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so when you want to build a template, I might actually even be able to use these scraps. We'll see. You need your template to be this about the same width. Yep, this will be perfect as your spine and the same height. Okay, like so. Then really important part of the step, very important, is that you label the top of your template. So put a T, that's the top. Okay, and then you can pick wherever you want your holes. I'm gonna put mine right there, like that. All right, now I'm gonna turn this over. It's gonna be lined up, and I'm gonna poke my holes in that way. And like this template will work for both of my boxes. Let me get some of my little bitty mini paper clips. I need paper clips in all sizes. Okay. And we're gonna paper clip this template to our journal cover, like so. All right. That last mess, I'm not doing that again. Let's do it the proper way. All right, now can line it up, poke our holes, not be stressed out about. Now, okay, look, I'm doing the very simple version of the template. You can measure and make sure it's perfectly centered and perfectly the same height from each end. I'm not going that far with it. Okay, now I take this template to my journal, and I'm going to do the same thing here again. I'm just going to kind of line it up and poke my hole through. Kind of mangling this little template a little bit here, but that's okay. And then here. All right, now when we come over here, they line up perfectly. Oh, that is so much easier. Okay, what color? Red. That's it. Let me make sure I'm sewing it in upright. I am. Okay, got it. That's so much easier. So Paula, if you make one of these, use a template, or anyone else. I just was lucky enough that I had to cut off some of my paper's width, and it just happened to also match the width of my spine, which is what you want. You want a template that matches the height and the width of your spine of your book. Alrighty. We have another one done. Yay. So cute. Okay, done. Next. Now this one is the same size, so I'm going to be able to use that same template again. So I'm going to bring it in. It's roughly the same height. This is the top. This is the top. Clip it in. It's really clipped in there. Okay, there we go. Straighten it up. Clip the bottom. Poke my holes. Which is kind of hard because I put double-sided tape on the spine of every one of these. That one I did not do at a straight angle necessarily. Make sure my paper is upright. It is. Take this out. All right, I'm just moving too fast. Lining this up with my paper here. Gonna poke the holes again. Okay. This poor hole. And then here, but I think this is the last time I need this template. It might work for the Sour Patch box, but I'm not 100% sure. Perfect. Lines up perfectly. This is a green string. Oh gosh, I'm so far behind y'all. Sorry. Y'all are like, is she ever going to read our comments? Yes. And I'm not going to wait till the end of the stream. I'm going to get caught up a little bit here. Whoppers would be fun. That would be a really fun box. You like the smell of the box? Oh, thanks, Sala. Yeah, I try. I saw someone accidentally ordered 2 of the same digitals the other day and reached out, and sure enough, they didn't mean to do that. And I know that happens to me, so I refunded one of the digitals because people don't usually buy 2 of the same digital. She was happy I noticed. So I try. That's funny, Emily. That happens. It happens to me. You know what else happens to me is that I'll check out and then they'll be like making suggestions to me after I've checked out, or it'll be like continue shopping, and then I'll see something and I'm like, oh shucks. I didn't know that was there. I didn't know I wanted that 10 minutes ago. All right. Another one done. Last one, y'all. If sewing's not your thing, we're almost done. All right. Kind of picking up as I go here. Yeah, this one could definitely use a second signature. See, it could definitely hold 2 signatures, which is really kind of fun that these little bitty candy boxes can hold so much. What if we split this signature into 2? We can turn it into 2 signatures. I need to cut one more piece of 6x6 paper. We'll grab this one. Well, actually, I don't even know if it needs to be cut. I'm just going to fold it in half. I think that'll actually work. I'll put that over here. Yep, that works. Let's just go for it and put 2 signatures in this journal. We'll take another one of these and make it the center for this one right here, like so. Okay. Inktober. Inktober is cool. I'm just not an artist like that necessarily, but it is really cool. I like to follow other artists doing Inktober. I'm going to throw this page in here, right here. Okay. So 2 signature template. Here we go. I'm planning on selling these in my shop, probably for like 10 bucks each, just so you know. I'll try to have them listed today if I get them done. If not, then not. I tell you what I'll do. I have a like blog / news section of my website, and I'll post in there like which day they're going up, if you're interested. Okay, if not, don't worry. Alrighty. Don't you worry. All right, just looking over here for some scraps. Oh, that looks like a scrap right there. And I'm gonna measure this and make it myself a template. This is just, I'm gonna do 3/4 of an inch. Sorry, there's a mess, isn't there? All right, 3/4 of an inch. Is this 3/4 of an inch? Hot dog, almost. This is definitely 3/4 of an inch. So we'll go with definite. Okay, so there's my 3/4 of an inch template. I need to make sure it's the right height. I just kind of measured it on the spine from top to bottom, trim off what we don't need. Okay, see, like a glove, not like the OJ glove. All right. Now, I could do a 3-hole, but I'm still not going to. I'm going to do a 2-hole because I just find that it's fine for little journals like this. Okay, so here I'm going to come in and I'm going to make a hole here and make a hole here. Then I'm going to come down. I will use my T ruler for this. You kind of have to get a little more precise once you start adding like multiple signatures. Okay, so I'm going to use my T ruler. I don't know why it's not grabbing the paper. There we go. I'm resting it at the top so I can pretty well line things up here. I'm going to do the same thing over here, kind of rest it up against the top of that edge of that paper right there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but a little precision never hurt. All right. Can only help. Now that it's lined up on the spine of my journal, I'm closing it and making sure. It's kind of hard to see on this wild paper, but there, I think that's lined up better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and poke both of those holes at the top and at the bottom. Okay, like so. So the cover's good now. It's got our 4 holes. And now I'm going to take the same template and see how important the top is, especially if you're not measuring perfectly. You want that top measured. You want to know where the top is of your template. Okay, so here I'm just going to kind of line it up. Put my hole through there. I'm lining it up to the holes. So I've got my template at the top of my page. There we go. So that one's done. Last one. See, I know how to make a proper journal. I just usually choose not to. I usually just choose to do a single signature. I'm a fast junk journaler. I don't, like, I love the work that Desiree does because she, like, will work for a month on a journal. I'm like, what can I get done in an hour? But I love the really detailed stuff. All right, I need another string now. And because it's fun, let's do a different color. Because we can. Oh, Glory had to get up and get to moving. Leslie, hi. What is this channel about? Oh my gosh. And you probably commented that 30 minutes ago. This is a paper crafting channel. And I do card making, journal making, mixed media art, collage. That's what I'm all about. Be curious how the algorithm connected us. Glad you're here regardless. All right. Just making trick or treat candy junk journals right now, today. Okay, out of candy boxes. Hey, Rhonda Lane. Yeah, it's just a really creative space. I know, Flo. I'm sure the teachers had a hard eye roll at someone graffitiing bad words on the school and they weren't even spelled right. I would have been like, I need more coffee. And with a hard eye roll at that one. But the kids had to repaint the school as part of the what, I don't know, correction. Was going to repaint the school. You're going to make it shine like the top of the Chrysler building. Okay. It's one way to teach them a lesson, make them work. Make them fix what they messed up. Oh, good. I sewed that in the right way. Okay. First one down. Now, when I'm doing multiple signatures, for me personally, I like to do the back one first. And now I'm going to move in, make sure this is upright. Yay. And I'm going to sew the top signature in. Okay, I'm going to get caught up to y'all. Oh, thanks. I try. Plus, it just feels good. Oh, good. Follow this. Yes, we would love to have you. There's a lot of wonderful creators. But a lot of people are doing lives these days. I used to only do edited videos, but I switched to lives this summer and do mostly lives now. I go live, I'm in Central Standard Time, and I go live at usually in the 5 a.m. time period. And not every day. I don't have a set schedule, but pretty regularly. I probably had 4 lives this week. They're always craft related, always making a project, because it's how I stay sane in this crazy world and connect with my friends here on the internet. It's always funny to me when I hear like a family member be like, oh yeah, I watch your channel. I'm like, what? Why? Why are you watching my channel? It's not too many, but on occasion, it's funny. Okay. There we go. We made 4 junk journals out of candy boxes. There we go. That's a double signature one. Woohoo! See, I told you, these really are built for more than one signature. So she's going to be a little chunky, which is going to be really cool. I like that. All right, real quick, like, I'm going to grab some digitals, some Halloween digitals, and let's kind of dress up one of these. And then I'll come back later and show you guys the finished ones, because I'm not going to be able to finish all these on camera. I'm going to have to work on them separately. Let me put up my sewing stuff. I don't need any missing needles in my craft space. There was already a scorpion the other day right outside my craft room door with its stinger up. My husband squashed it for me because, of course, I was barefoot. I didn't even see it. I walked right by it. He saw it. He's like, there's a scorpion right there. Oh. Right by my craft room door. It's so funny because my dog's laying there right now. Like, she always posts up outside my craft room door. Like, she didn't notice either. Not that she would do anything about it, which is good. I don't want her getting stung, but we made 4 journals. They're so cute. They're going to be even more cute when we put all the lace and trim and Halloween decorations on them. Let's do this big Sour Patch one. Let's just get started with it. Okay, I've got all of these fun digitals. Okay, and these are super cute too. I like this funky pumpkin. Hugs and Kisses, 25 cents. That's really cute. So let's grab that funky pumpkin, and then also let's grab some of these. Let's take those two. Oh, I love this one with a cat too. All right. All right, all right, all right. I don't have these up anymore. I had these up last year. I closed my Etsy store, y'all. I'm only on my own website now, bittypenny.com. I need to put these up in my digitals because I have a digital shop there. I need to go back and find them and put them up. This one is not by me. This is by my friend, Tsunami Rose. Her name's Daisy. And she reached out and she's like, hey, just making sure you have my Halloween kits the other day. And I was like, I do. So it was a good reminder. And then the video popped up. By the way, this is not my idea. This was Creative Crafticality on YouTube. Okay, she's the one that came up with this adorableness. And I'm just following along. I think that's really cute. And we can put a pocket down here if we want. I'm not going to overthink these. I'm selling them for $10. You know, I'm not going to overthink them. I'm just going to have fun making them. And then I'll put lots of goodies in the bag with them so that you can decorate them yourselves. Because I think that's all the fun with having junk journals, is actually using them and decorating them yourselves. I think these would be really cute for the cover. This cat has been calling to me all day long. I love these little ghosts. Boo Crew. Okay. Let's see where we go with that. Yeah, but welcome. You will not find a nicer group of people on the internet than here. Not just on my channel, but in the crafty community. Nicest people you'll ever meet. I always think of it like this. Most of us are like card makers and junk journalers, and we like use our supplies and our talent to bless others. So obviously they're going to be nice. That's kind of how I see it anyways. I don't know that these colors are right for this little journal. Let's see. I'm going to try this ghost. For the outside, because it's so bright, we might just have to make something new with our stamps. That's a little better. It's a little better. Let's try the cat. It won't matter that I have all these cut out. It will only help me later. I think I'm going to need some die cuts too. Oh, guess what I pulled? I pulled a kit from Queen and Company, a candy kit. We'll take a look at that too. Let's check out the cat. I don't know. I don't know that I like these on this one, but I might like them on others. Like the Good and Plenty. Maybe. Maybe that little ghost for the Good and Plenty. Let's check out Hot Tamales. Too big. Okay, I kind of like this one for the Good and Plenty box. I kind of like the Sour Patch Kids being covered up with the kitty cats. That I'm liking. Hi, Natasha. Well, we've just been making trick-or-treat junk journals out of candy boxes. Okay, so this is one of the things I pulled to play with. This is a Queen and Company kit where you can make candy shakers. I thought we could make an embellishment. So maybe since these kind of like aren't really working for me, let's make a shaker embellishment of candy. Let's see how that goes. I think Sparkle Heart has made it off with all of my candy sequins, but it looks like there's a few in here. So that's good. Okay, let's make one of these real quick. I also like that there's like cotton candy. That would be so cute too. And there's candy stamps. And these are supposed to be for cotton candy. All right, let's make some ephemera real quick for the cover of this journal. And I may end up doing this for all the journals. So this is called Candy Lane, if you're curious. Yeah, sorry, I am very far behind in the comments. I get so busy crafting. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm usually better. Let's see. I'm catching up. It is Sean. I thought it was Sean. It took a minute to recall it. Okay, let's pick I like this little candy jar. Let's see how how it looks on our cover, one of our journals. So the Sour Patch Kids with a little candy jar, maybe a shaker. Let's try a more narrow one. I think that could work. And this is the lid for the more narrow one. Yeah, I think that can work. Okay, we're going to use this one for the Sour Patch. Let's check out Mike and Ike and Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty, I think, would be good with this one. Yeah, I think this one will be good for Good and Plenty. So we'll use that one too. Mike and Ike. My daughter loves Mike and Ike. I think we'll use this one. So we'll need 2 of this one of that one, and then hot tamales. Just trying all my options. I'll cut a couple of those candy jars. Okay. All right. Let's get to cutting. I get to use my new Gina K magnetic platform today. Woohoo! And oh my gosh, I love this thing, y'all. Cut these out a couple of times. I'm just going to use, I think, white, and then I can always color it whatever color I want. So we're going to use white cardstock for this. I am using my 110 pound. I'll get 4 from one sheet. right. Sorry, I know this shakes my camera a little. Ugh, sorry. Here, let me try to straighten it. I'm trying to steady it. I don't think I am. It's not an earthquake. It's a die cutting machine. Beautiful. And let's do it again. One more time, so a little more shaking. I will use these scraps for something later. I'll just move it down. Sorry, I see it's shaking so much. It looks like an earthquake. I'm going to loosen up the tension on my machine. That's a pretty deep cut into the surface. I'm going to reduce the pressure a little bit, which is what's so cool about this die cutting machine, that I can do that. I don't know if I released the pressure or increased the pressure. I think I might have increased it. Yeah, I did, because it just shot out. All right. I was not planning on this live taking this long, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Just get lost in a project. It's just the way it goes. Now I have candy jars. I'll toss these back in this bag real quick for the sake of speeding along, and I will fix it all later. We'll grab onto that magnet anyways. There we go. All right, so let's do this. I think the cotton candy is too cute, even for like a, you know, a Halloween carnival would have cotton candy. Ugh, I just think it's so cute. I can't remember how they make the cotton candy. Let me look to see if there's any examples. Oh yeah, I guess they just stamp out the little cone that it goes in. Okay. I'm going to move my journals off to the side, and we're going to work on these real quick. Like, I don't need the center cuts. Alrighty. I think these little candy jars are going to be so cute. All right. Now, this should have acetate and the popper upper. So we need 2 ovals. And here's the oval acetate that's already pre-cut. I need 2 of those. That's a circle. I need 2 squares. The last time I checked, Queen & Company had these kits. It's been a long time ago, but I did have them. Okay, and then let's see. I need one more oval, transparency, and 2 squares. Yay. Looks like I have them. I mean, you don't have to have these pre-cut ones. It's just going to make life easier, but you can always cut your own. And maybe you don't have these dies, but this can give you inspiration for something you can create on your own. Okay, I kind of have to remember how to do this. Now let's color these up first. So I'm going to move my foam and my acetate out of the way, and I'm going to kind of match these to the journal. So with the Mike and Ike, I was thinking a tall candy jar. So we're going to do a tall one. What color? I think I'll do red, because you know, or orange, red or orange. Then I was going to do a little short and chubby candy jar for the Good and Plenty. I know, it's so fun to use the candy boxes. Yeah, you can, Sean, you can put any, if you're still here even. Hey girl, hey Kimmy. Hey girl, hey. Hey Jonna, sorry y'all. I'm usually not this bad. Yes, you can put anything in it. It's a great way to use your scraps and, you know, recycle. It's just, junk journaling is too much fun, to be honest. And then we were going to use a little skinny one for, or I should say not skinny, but tall. Okay, so we're going to have an orange tall. We're going to have a blue. So orange and blue. I'm trying to figure out my colors right now. And then for Good and Plenty, let's do black. That'd be interesting. Let's do a black candy jar for, and for hot tamales, let's do yellow. Yellow and black and orange and blue. Okay. All right. So we need a blue. Yeah, I'm usually not quite this bad at keeping up with the chat. Sorry, y'all. Let's use Mermaid Lagoon blue because it's bright and fun. Let's use Bright Persimmon for our orange. Again, it's bright and fun. And then we're going to do Mustard Seed yellow and Black Soot. Just have to find it. I know it's in here. Black Soot. All right, I have a lot of neutrals from Timmy. All right. So let's color these up real quick. That's a fun thing about just cutting your die cuts out of white cardstock is that you can color them up with ink later. And if you're anything like me, I don't buy a lot of colored cardstock. I buy a lot of patterned paper, but I don't buy a lot of colored cardstock. So this enables me to just make it any color I want it. Oh my gosh, I said we were gonna do one, and here I am prepping 4. Okay, so the blue Mermaid Lagoon is done. Just bear with me, y'all. Here's orange. We'll do the orange one next. Maybe that'll give me time to catch up to y'all. Hi, Bertha. Anyone I missed coming in? I am just behind. It's not that I don't. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Okay. It's sometimes hard to craft. Like, it's such a long project that I'm working on It's hard to make a lot of progress on it and read at the same time, but I want to. That's the whole point of us doing this together. Okay, so orange is done. Check that one off the list. Now we need black and yellow. I hope y'all are doing well. For those just joining, all right. So let me grab my yellow brush, mustard seed. Oh, cool. Hey, Shay. Oh, Shay, I sent your package yesterday. Your second package should be coming. Okay. Yellow, check. Our next color is black. It'll be fine. All right, black soot is not an oxide. Black soot is a dye, so I use a different brush. I have a different set of brushes that I use for my dye inks because they are a different, like chemical makeup, a different type of ink. Okay. Now I'm going to make my shakers clear so that the candy box can show behind them. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. All right. I'm going to go get this is what we're working on, y'all. These little candy box junk journals. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab my embellishments that Sparkle Heart made it off with. You know what? I think these would be so cute as Christmas. If you don't do Halloween, you can make these boxes as Christmas. They would be so cute, like as a stocking stuffer. Oh my goodness, so adorable. Okay, so let's look at our candies and the things that she's making some really cool Barbie donuts right now. And so she's using my stuff. Ooh, this is from Clean and Company. It was a thank you. It's a Halloween mix. That might be perfect. I think we'll use that for a couple of the shakers. But for the Mike and Ike, I have these. So for the Mike and Ike, it has fruit on the box. It has oranges, limes, lemons, strawberries, and cherries. Well, I have some of that. Here's strawberry. Here's orange and lemon, or I don't think there's any lime, but there's orange. Oh, here's some more orange. Those are bright and fun. Let's put this one back. And here's one that's kind of like lime, lemon lime. Okay. So she is making the cutest Barbie donuts right now. They're just adorable. So let's use these, and then I'll have to take these back to her later. And let's use this Halloween mix. Okay, and let's make some of these little cookie jars. They're gonna be really cute. So the Mike and Ike was getting the orange tall cookie jar. So that's where the fruit will go. Bringing all my pieces back. All right, so I don't need the center piece because this is going to be a shaker element. I'm going to pull off that sticky part and I'm going to put this transparency on here. Okay, then I'm going to put glue on. Hopefully not too much. I don't want it to ooze out. It's good. This is a little oozing, but not too much. Okay. And then I'll fill this with, I'm going to do this one with the fruits. We had so much fun yesterday, Shay. I'm glad you got to go back and watch the replay. Hey, Desiree. About 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay. I will be off by then, I promise. And I hope to get to watch. I want to see what you're up to. Piece of acetate. That I'm just grabbing from my stash. Just making sure that's really sticky. And let's, yeah. Okay, move over. Move over. Whoops. I'm just going to stick it on there like that. And then I'll just cut around it. I want to still see the candy box. I was wondering what time, Desiree, you were going to go live. I'm glad you could pop in. I wasn't planning on being live today, but then last night I decided I wanted to make these, and so here I am. I think I'm going to glue the lid down because I don't want to deal with trying to pop that up, but I am going to pop up the rest of this. So the good thing about the extra foam that we popped out of there that we didn't need for our shaker, we're going to use it to pop up the rest of the stand so that it's all the same. That went flying. So it's the same height. So it has the same dimension as the shaker part. Just have to keep cutting. It's not an exact science. This might seem a little fiddly, but I just feel like it's kind of perfect for these journals. And at least I'm fiddling with something I like, paper crafting. It's not taxes. So fiddly is fine. Okay, cool. All release tape released, a little bit of glue, and I'm gonna add more things than just these little candy dishes on the front. I'm gonna add some trim. We'll keep working on them, but I think this is gonna be a really cute addition to the front. I thought this would take about an hour. I was terribly wrong. It's not the first time. Oh, but it's so cute. And it shakes. So then, you know, of course, we've got to decorate the insides with all the Halloween candy and different kinds of ephemera. Don't move the cover around too much while it's still drying. Okay, that one's done. Sour Patch. Sour Patch was getting the blue right down here. And I think we'll still be able to see the pea in Patch. And most of kids kind of angle it. Our cookie jar can be angled. Now for Sour Patch Kids, and I think all the others, I'll just use like these Halloween mixes, and I'll mix in a little kind of like these baubles that look like candy. I think that's what we'll do. So again, we need an oval. And I'm looking, I know I pulled enough transparencies for these, but it's clear, so a little hard to find. But it should just be right here. Okay, no worries, I'll make my own. Fine then. So I'm going to just peel off the foam, stick it on here. And cut it out. All right. Glue this down. On here. That works. Then this has release tape on the back. I'm going to pull that. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and pull it off. It'll be okay. Sometimes you can fill it first before you peel it off in case there's like a lot of static electricity, but we'll be fine. And we'll throw in some Halloween sprinkles since these are a little trick or treat. I take some of the black out. It was kind of heavy on the little black pieces. Whatever those are, I have no idea. The only thing I can tell what anything is in this mix is the Frankenstein arms and witches' hats. Everything else is a mystery. Yeah, Sean's been here hanging out, going, what is all the stuff she's doing? Okay, put a little candy in there. And now we need to seal it so it doesn't go flying all over my craft room. Like so. Okay, this will be the last candy dish I do for the live anyways. I'll do the other two off camera later. I'll come back and show the finished journals. But I want to put a little bit of the trim on so y'all can get more of an idea of where I'm going with these. Of course, I've got to figure out where I'm going with these too. Okay, I'm going to put this back in here. I have no idea what those blocks are. They're, I don't know. Just little black blocks. Okay. But so cute. Okay. Great little Halloween mix. Let me do a little foam edit here. Almost. Almost. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. I just want the little stand to be able to hold up to being on the junk journal cover. Oop, need that piece. Okay. This piece needs glue. And we'll just pop that right there. And then we'll put the little jar, the lid will glue down. I'm not popping that up. We don't have time for that or patience. I'm reading y'all's comments. Y'all are funny. Oh, yay. I think I know what that means. That's so exciting. Desiree, I want to be at your live. So it is it's in 45 minutes. I'm going to be done. Don't you worry. And I'll be coming over to join. Okay. So we've got the little candy dishes on there. I'm going to have to go through and embellish and add all the different things. I want to add a pocket here, a pocket here. I want to go through and add all the different Halloween-y and ephemera and embellishments, but I want to add a little bit of trim to these real quick. Now I did grab my bags of scrap fabric. Yeah, I hopped on here for a quick live. It has not been that. And no one is surprised. This could be really cute on the edge here. I think I'll do that for that one. Don't worry, I'm going to clean it up. This is a scrap. That was just at the top. It was just waiting on this project, I guess. Sour Patch Kids, kind of digging through here, looking to see. Ooh, how big is this one? Ooh, that's fun. That's Halloween-y. Let's put that on this one. Okay. Scrap fabric for the win. Okay, so we're going to put this on. I just need to trim. I'm going to trim along this line right here. These poor scissors. They're like, are we for paper or fabric or foam tape? Well, Fiskars, I want you to do it all. Okay. And we're going to put this right here. Just for the fun of it. I'll glue that on with some Fabri-Tac. We'll have a fun little embellishment there. It could also go over here on the spine. Oh, I like it on the spine too. Okay, it might go on the spine. And then we're going to cover this spine with this one. Okay, let me get it sized to the right height. Still have some foam on here. Fast crafting, y'all, fast crafting. Okay. Get the Fabri-Tac out. I think I will glue that green part on the spine, and that way I can add like a different kind of trim, like rickrack or something, to that outside edge. So let's do this. I have 2 bottles that are almost out, but the problem is they're a little thick. So this glue is not usually this thick. It's just, I only use it when I'm putting fabric on my journals. I don't use it any other time. We're going to use it up here. And this will definitely hold this to the, I don't have to worry about this coming off at all. Okay. So cute. These, I promise, they'll be adorable once all the different embellishments come into play. They'll just be so cute. And I'll let you know, I'll post it on my website on the blog area where it says news. I'll post when these go live. I am going to be posting more of my handmade stuff this weekend. Let's say this evening. I have a bunch of handmade stuff I think I'm going to post at bettypenny.com. Okay. Cute. I like the little fuzz right there. And we can put rickrack right here. So cute. Okay. I have not 1 bag of fabric scraps, but 2. Okay. And I see some rickrack in this one. I don't know if it's enough, though. That's definitely not enough. It might be enough for like a top edge. Let me just see what else is in here. Oh, I have more of this green. Ooh, I just thought of something that might be super cute. Hold on. Because it might kind of look like candy. Well, I can't find it, but that's okay. I grabbed some other stuff. But it's that Dollar Tree one that is multicolored. And I should have it here. I don't know where it is, but this blue rickrack might work. And then I like these yellow pom-poms too. The name of the game is fun. I just want these to be super fun. Where you're like, I'm gonna pick that up and journal on that. Okay, so let's add yellow pom-poms to this one. Okay. And let's add the blue rickrack maybe to the Sour Patch Kids. Okay, so more Fabri-Tac, and I'll catch up to you guys. Okay. Oh boy, this stuff is just gonna ooze out if I leave it like that. Turn this around. And you guys really don't have to worry about like, oh, will it stay with that glue? Yes, I have journals that I've had for years and years that I've put trim on with this glue and it is stuck. Stuck. So you don't have to worry about it coming off. My stomach's making all kinds of noise. All right. Let me clean the top of this off. And we'll add a little rickrack maybe to the Sour Patch Kids if we like it. And then we'll probably call it a day. I think we've been on here long enough. Everybody can go grab a snack, head over to Desiree's in 30 minutes. Okay, so let's just see if we even like the blue rickrack, but it might be cute. Sorry for the plastic sound. Plastic is a nature sound of the craft room. Heat guns, plastic. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I like it on this edge, not on the top edge. But I like it on that edge. I think it's fun. Let's just cut a little piece to go right there. And then we'll use another little piece to sink up and come down here. This bottle is pretty much done. I think I'll be able to throw it away after this. It may be done already. I don't think I'll be able to get much more out of this. I'm gonna let that one go, just let it go. And we'll try to finish this bottle off. Because that's just where I'm at with my fabric glues right now. Okay. There we go. And a little bit down here. All right. Well, this was fun. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I am making 4 journals. We could have done one in an hour, probably. And then I would have had more time to decorate the insides, but it's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna call it at that for now. If I do more later, it's fine. I'll show y'all the finished journals later, but you can kind of at least get an idea now of where I'm headed with it, adding like fabric and the little shaker and trim and just making them super fun. I'll probably add a little more trim to the inside pages. I'll add ephemera and we'll do something with the back too. Here's this one. Now, I just kind of had to fudge the connection over here because this is glued down. Oh, wait. That is not fully glued down yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I would rather this be connected. And then I'll re-glue that back down. This glue will hold this trim, by the way. Okay. There, I like that better. That is preferred. And then I'll glue this candy jar down. Back down. I kind of ripped it up. Because it's acetate, I'm gluing acetate down. Acetate takes longer to adhere, obviously, because it's plastic, versus when you're gluing paper or fabric down. But it'll be okay. All right, that's it for now. Our little trick-or-treat Halloween candy boxes. Trick-or-treat junk journals. Again, not my idea. This is from Creative Crafticality on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I know I missed y'all's comments today, and I apologize for that. I was just bad at it today. I'm just going to have to accept it and move on. But I know y'all were chatting with each other, and I've got great mods, so I'm sure they were answering questions. And I know Sally had given a heads up, like she's really behind today. Yeah, I'm like eons behind. Let me grab the ones that have my name real quick, just in case. Good morning, Carmina, Annie, Terry, Cheryl, Beth. Hi, all of y'all. Sonia Krill. I'm sorry, Sonia Krill. Sonia says, I believe Pretty Penny does not use thumbing. That's what I saw before. I don't know. Oh, thumbs up. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Hey, Jessie. How are you? And Cordelia. Hi. Sorry, y'all. We're just accepting that I was really bad today with comments. So sorry about that, but I hope you had fun. I was just very much in the space of getting these done, which probably isn't the best. Well, thanks, Sala. She says it's okay to get lost in crafting. Yes, thank you for being an awesome mod. Yes, using oxide brushes, because they have pigment in them, will basically destroy your dye ink pads. That is correct. They will not ink correctly after that. So don't mix your brushes. I have my all black brushes are for my oxides, which is what I use most often. And then I got some inexpensive colored brushes for my dye ink. So all of them have colored handles. That's the system that I chose to keep those things separated, because I need like visual cues like that. That way, if they get mixed up on my desk, it's no big deal. Sherry Dowdy, oh my goodness. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Annie. I don't know how many of y'all are still here with me, but I just wanted to say hi. Hi, Maddie. I had so much fun with y'all. You know, these are just fun little things to make. I'm going to head out. Make sure in 30 minutes, Desiree will be playing. I have a feeling she's going to be playing with some paper pads. That's what she said. And she's going to have some sneak peek of other things. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to be over there. Hey, Jill Pounds. I'm just going to go get me some breakfast first. I'm going to get to have breakfast and coffee while I watch somebody else craft. I've done my part. I've given my part. Now I get to sit back and do what y'all do, and I get to hang out and eat breakfast and chat along. So yay. Thanks, Desiree. What a treat. All right. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.